Welcome back. We're ready to begin Phase 3. Let's get started. Phase 3. Investigating the Evidence. Chapter 7. The People Behind the Business. Consulting Focus. Can our people support future growth? The following morning, the consultants met with Lisa Chen, PAWfect's People and Culture Manager. Instead of welcoming them into a room filled with organizational charts or policy manuals, Lisa had arranged tables displaying employee recognition photos, community event pictures, and company celebrations from the past several years. Handwritten thank you notes from employees and framed service awards were mixed among the photographs, making the room feel more like a celebration of people than a human resources office. As the consultants looked through the photographs, Lisa smiled.
Before we talk about hiring or turnover, I'd like you to meet the people who make this company what it is.
The photographs captured work anniversaries, volunteer projects, holiday celebrations, and new employee orientations. They reflected a workplace built not only on productivity, but also on relationships. Lisa explained that while human resources often focused on hiring, payroll, and benefits, her greatest responsibility was creating an environment where employees could do their best work.
People want to feel like they belong. When they do, good things usually follow.
The conversation gradually shifted toward the challenges that accompanied growth. Recruiting had become more difficult. Experienced employees were spending more time training new hires, supervisors were balancing increasing responsibilities, and maintaining clear communication required greater intentionality as the organization expanded. The consultants soon recognized that people issues rarely existed in isolation. Hiring influenced production, training affected quality, communication shaped the customer experience, and leadership influenced nearly every outcome across the organization. Lisa summarized the discussion with one final observation.
Every business decision eventually becomes a people decision.
As the meeting came to a close, the consultants realized they had learned very little about human resources policies and a great deal about leadership. Future growth would depend not only on expanding production capacity, but also on creating an environment where employees could continue to succeed together. Consultant File Review, People and Culture. Review Section E, People and Culture. Purpose: evaluate whether PAWfect's employees, leadership practices, and workplace culture are prepared to support continued growth. This file provides evidence related to employee engagement, staffing and turnover, training and development, hiring needs, employee feedback. Use this evidence to identify workforce strengths, potential risks, and priorities for maintaining performance and culture during expansion. Chapter 8. The Customer Promise. Consulting Focus. Can the company continue delivering the experience that built its reputation? Later that day, Maya Patel welcomed the consultants into a room lined with product displays, customer photographs, handwritten thank you notes, and samples of PAWfect's marketing materials. Several of the display models showed small scratches and signs of use from customer demonstrations and product testing, reminders that every design had been refined through real-world experience. Holding up one of the company's products, she smiled.
This isn't just a pet crate, it's a promise.
Rather than focusing on advertising campaigns or sales figures, Maya described the promises the company made every time a customer placed an order. Marketing, she explained, began long before a customer visited the company's website and continued long after a shipment arrived. Success was measured not simply by making a sale, but by whether the customer received the experience they expected. The consultants reviewed customer feedback collected over the past year. Many comments praised the product quality, responsive customer service, and thoughtful design, while others identified opportunities to improve communication and delivery. Some comments celebrated how the products made traveling with pets easier, while others highlighted frustrations when shipping updates or delivery timing failed to meet expectations. Maya reminded the team that every customer review offered valuable insight.
Positive reviews show us what to protect. Critical reviews show us where we can improve.
As the discussion continued, Maya acknowledged that growth created new challenges. Every new customer brought new expectations, and maintaining the company's reputation required every department to deliver on the promises marketing made.
A great marketing campaign may convince someone to buy once. A great customer experience gives them a reason to come back.
As the meeting concluded, the consultants realized that marketing extended far beyond advertising or promotions. It shaped customer expectations, influenced trust, and connected every department within the organization. Future growth would depend not only on attracting new customers, but also on consistently delivering the experience that had earned PAWfect Crate Company its reputation. Consultant File Review, Marketing and Customer Experience. Review, Section G, Marketing and Customer Experience. Purpose: evaluate PAWfect's market opportunity, customer expectations, and brand readiness for continued growth. This file provides evidence related to marketing performance data, customer satisfaction information, digital analytics, customer feedback, retail partnership opportunities. Use this evidence to assess market readiness, identify customer experience risks, and recommend strategies that support successful expansion. Chapter 9. Keeping the operation moving. Consulting focus. Can operations support a 40% increase in demand? Jake Ramirez met the consultants on the production floor once again, this time not as a tour guide but as the leader responsible for keeping the operation running smoothly. Beside him, a large production schedule covered the planning board, with handwritten notes, magnets, and colored markers indicating completed orders, current production, and upcoming customer deadlines. Standing beside the production schedule, he reminded the group of something they had discussed during the facility tour.
Yesterday I asked you to watch the people. Today I want you to watch the decisions.
Using examples from the production floor they had already visited, Jake explained how even small changes in workflow could influence delivery schedules, inventory levels, employee workloads, and customer expectations. Pointing to the schedule, he traced how a delay in one production area could quickly ripple through purchasing, staffing, shipping, and customer delivery dates. Every production schedule represented a series of trade-offs involving staffing, materials, customer commitments, and quality standards. A decision that benefited one area of the operation often created new challenges somewhere else. When asked about the company's proposed 40% increase in demand, Jake acknowledged that growth itself was not his greatest concern.
Growing faster than our systems. That's what keeps me up at night.
He explained that adding equipment was often easier than hiring and training employees or developing consistent processes. Expanding too quickly without strengthening those systems could create problems that customers would notice long before managers did. As the discussion came to a close, the consultants viewed operations differently than they had during the facility tour. Success was not measured by how quickly products moved through the facility, but by how consistently people, processes, and resources worked together to deliver on the company's promises. Consultant File Review, Operations. Review Section C. Operations. Purpose: evaluate whether PAWfect's current operations can support increased demand while maintaining quality, efficiency, and customer expectations. This file provides evidence related to production capacity, inventory performance, quality results, safety information, fulfillment challenges. Use this evidence to identify operational strengths, potential risks, and improvement priorities related to future growth. Chapter 10. Following the money. Consulting focus. Can the company afford sustainable growth? David Brooks welcomed the consultants back with financial reports spread across the conference table. Income statements, balance sheets, cash flow reports, and highlighted spreadsheets covered nearly every available space, with sticky notes marking sections the consultants would soon examine together. Noticing a few hesitant expressions, he smiled before the meeting began.
Remember, these statements tell us what happened. Your job is to discover why.
Rather than asking the consultants to calculate financial ratios immediately, David encouraged them to view the statements as the story of the company's decisions. Revenues reflected customer demand, expenses represented investments and operational choices, and cash flow revealed whether the business could support future opportunities. Financial information did not exist in isolation. Every number connected to customers, employees, operations, technology, and leadership decisions made throughout the organization. As the discussion continued, David occasionally pointed to a line on one report, before asking the consultants what they believed had caused the result. Instead of providing answers, he encouraged them to connect the financial information with what they had already learned about the company's customers, employees, operations, and technology. As the consultants reviewed the reports, they discovered that healthy businesses could still face difficult financial decisions. Growth required investment, and every investment involved both opportunity and risk. David reminded the team that financial analysis was not about finding perfect numbers, but about recognizing patterns, evaluating trade-offs, and understanding what those numbers suggested about the future. Consultant File Review, Financial Information. Review, Section D, Financial Information. Purpose: evaluate whether PAWfect has the financial capacity and resources to support continued growth. This file provides evidence related to revenue and profitability information, financial performance indicators, liquidity and financial health measures, potential investment requirements. The proposed national retail partnership may increase revenue opportunities, but growth may also require additional investments in operations, technology, staffing, inventory, and working capital. Use this evidence to assess financial readiness, identify potential risks, and determine whether PAWfect has the resources needed to support sustainable growth. Chapter 11. Behind the Dashboard. Consulting Focus: Can technology support better decisions? The final meeting of the investigation phase introduced the consultants to Noah Brooks. Large monitors displayed live operational dashboards, inventory levels, production metrics, and customer order information, updating automatically as new information entered the system. Noah explained how information moved throughout PAWfect Crate Company.
Technology should help people make better decisions, not make the decisions for them.
Noah explained that dashboards, inventory systems, and reporting tools existed to improve communication, provide timely information, and support decision-making across the organization. The value of technology was not found in collecting data but in providing accurate, relevant information that employees and leaders could use with confidence. The consultants examined examples of operational reports and discussed how information supported decision-making throughout the business. Marketing relied on sales trends to understand customer demand. Operations depended on inventory and production data to manage workflow. Finance monitored organizational performance, and leaders used information from every department to evaluate future opportunities. As Noah moved between the dashboards, he demonstrated how information entered in one area quickly became visible to other departments, illustrating how a single source of accurate information helped the entire organization stay aligned. Although each system served a different purpose, they all contributed to the same objective: helping the organization make informed decisions. Before concluding the session, Noah offered one final reminder.
Good technology doesn't replace good judgment. It gives people better information to exercise it.
As the meeting ended, the consultants recognized that they had completed the investigative phase of the engagement. They had examined the organization from multiple perspectives, yet every discussion pointed back to the same question. Was PAWfect Crate Co. prepared for its next stage of growth? The answer would require bringing all of the evidence together. Consultant File Review, Technology and Information Systems. Review, Section F, Technology and Information Systems. Purpose: evaluate whether PAWfect's technology systems can support continued growth, informed decision-making, and operational coordination. This file provides evidence related to current information systems, system capabilities and limitations, reporting processes, technology support metrics, ERP evaluation information. As PAWfect grows, its technology systems must provide accurate information, efficient processes, and the visibility needed to support organizational decisions. Use this evidence to assess technology strengths, identify system limitations, and recommend improvements that support sustainable growth. That wraps up Phase 3. When you are ready, join me in Phase 4. I'll see you there.